Hello student, today we are going to continue chapter 4 reproductive health. Student, in my previous video we have discussed about the term reproductive health and we read that it refer to a state of healthy reproductive organ with normal function. Then we read the programs which start in a few countries to initiate for better reproductive health, and these programs are family planning programs and reproductive and child health care programs. Now student, today we are going to start our very important topic, birth control. Student, birth control is any method used to prevent pregnancy, and there are many different methods of birth control. So student, birth control is regulation of conceptions by preventing method or device that limit the number of offsprings. So it is any method to use to prevent pregnancy. Student, you know that at present time a number of contraceptive method is available, but an ideal contraceptive should be user friendly, that means no any side effect, easily available, effective, reversible with no or least its side effect, and it should not interfere with the sexual desire or the sexual act of the user. Now we read method of birth control, that means contraceptive method. Student, because presently a range of a contraceptive method is available, so we categorize these contraceptive method as natural method, barrier method, chemical method, intrauterine device, that means IUDs, oral contraceptive method in the form of pills, injectables and implants, and surgical method, which we also call the terminal method or permanent method. We read all these methods one by one. Now first of all we discussed about natural method, which we also call traditional method. And a student, natural method are based on the principle of avoiding chance of mating sperm and egg. Student, natural method are of three types: periodic abstinence, coitus interruptus, which we also call withdrawal, and lactational amenorrhea. Now first of all we discussed about periodic abstinence. Student, periodic abstinence is a natural method in which couple avoid coitus or intercourse from day 10 to 17 of the menstrual cycle. Why day 10 to 17? Because student, in these days ovulations can occur mostly because these are the fertile period of a lady, of a woman. Okay, अगर ओव्यूलेशंस पीरियड में सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स नहीं होता है तो देयर विल बी अ लेस चांसेस और नो चांस टू form a zygote, to mating a sperm and ova. I hope you understand. I say that in a menstrual cycle. Now student, to find the ovulation period, you know that what is the menstrual cycle. You know that in menstrual cycle different phases is there: menstruation phase, follicle phase, ovulation phase and luteal phase. So every woman have different days in their menstrual cycle. किसी में menstrual cycle 28 days की होती है, 29 days की होती है and even 35 days की भी होती है. But if you sure that your menstrual cycle is 28 days or 29 days, ठीक है, सो और अगर आपको जानना है कि व्हाट इज द ओव्यूलेशन पीरियड एंड योर मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल इज 28 डेज, सो आप उन 28 डेज में से 14 डेज को लेस कर दोगे तो आपका ओव्यूलेशन पीरियड नोन हो जाएगा. दिस इज ओव्यूलेशन डे. 40 डे इज अ ओव्यूलेशन डे. एंड स्टूडेंट, अगर 35 की है तो 35 में से 14 डेज आप लेस कर दो तो आपका वो जो डे आएगा वो आपका ओव्यूलेशन पीरियड होगा. ओके, क्योंकि उस ओव्यूलेशन के बाद जो हमारा ल्यूटिनाइजिंग फेज होता है, ल्यूटल फेज होता है, वो सब में सेम होता है, वो लगभग ऑल द वुमेन्स हैव कांस्टेंट। सो हम क्या करते हैं, जो हमारी मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल होती है उसमें से 14 डेज को लेस कर देते हैं, सो वी कैन फाइंड द ओव्यूलेशन पीरियड। और उस ओव्यूलेशन पीरियड में वी ऑल्सो कॉल इट फर्टाइल पीरियड, क्योंकि उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा चांसेस होते हैं किसी लेडी के प्रेग्नेंट होने के। सो इन डेज में अगर इंटरकोर्स नहीं होता है, सो the chances of meeting of sperm and egg is very less, so no zygote formation. Understood? So ओव्यूलेशन, जो हमारा ओव्यूलेशन पीरियड है, ओव्यूलेशन पीरियड के कुछ दिन 2 days बिफोर और 2 days बाद सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स नहीं करना चाहिए if a lady didn't want to get pregnant. Now the second method is coitus interruptus or withdrawal method. Student, it is a natural method, and what happen in this method? Male partner withdraw his penis from the vagina just before ejaculation. Ejaculation से पहले मेल पार्टनर पेनिस को रिमूव कर लेता है वेजाइना से at the time of sexual intercourse, so that avoid insemination. If insemination is not occur, the meeting of sperm and egg is not possible. Okay, so this is withdrawal. Okay, removal of penis from the partner's vagina before ejaculation. And what is the use of this method? To ensure no sperm enter the vagina during sex or intercourse. The male partner should urinate and wipes the tip of the penis before intercourse. Now the third one is lactational amenorrhea. Student, what happened in this process? Actually, woman has extend breastfeeding so as to avoid the new pregnancy. Actually, student, in this method, hormones are also responsible. Why I am talking about that? But I said, in this method, women have extend breastfeeding. If you know that for milk formation in a woman, which hormones are responsible? Prolactin hormones. And prolactin hormones suppressed the level of LH and FSH. Actually student, now understand here, जब मैंने आपको मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल पढ़ाई थी, मैंने आपको बताया था कि ओव्यूलेशन के टाइम पे LH और FSH का लेवल बहुत ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाता है. हियर यू सी the level of LH and FSH is increased before ovulation. And अगर मदर ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग करवा रही है तो प्रोलैक्टिन हॉर्मोन्स मैक्सिमम अमाउंट में सेक्रेट हो रहा है, और प्रोलैक्टिन हॉर्मोन्स सेक्रेशन की वजह से LH और FSH का लेवल डिक्रीज हो जाएगा, जिसकी वजह से ओव्यूलेशन नहीं होगा. ओके, सो बिकॉज ovulation does not occur in this period, the chance of contraception is minimum. In next video we will discuss about barrier method.